the thing about tinnitus that's so bad is it's not necessarily the sound. I think the sound definitely triggers this, but it's the mental loop that you get stuck in. So people with tinnitus are stuck in a mental loop. I call it the tinnitus doom loop, but essentially how it works is that you hear the sound, and the sound triggers a thought, and that thought can be a catastrophic thought, like, "Oh, I'm getting deaf," or "I'm going to be stuck like this forever," or it might be a thought that is true, right? Like, I can't control this. That's true, but it doesn't help, right? So then that thought then goes to a feeling. So you might be your heart's racing, you're sweating, elevated cortisol levels. It could be a physical sensation. And so when you have a thought and a feeling, that then feels like reality. So you're and it's kind of like a feedback loop, right? So your brain's being like, oh, see, our heart's beating, we're feeling it, right? So we must be true. Like, we're stuck like this forever. And then you're stuck in this situation where, like, you're in fight or flight. So when you're in fight or flight, you got to understand, like, your amygdala is hijacked, which means that, like, that's the reptilian part of your brain. That's the emotional part. So when that's hijacked, okay, and you are in this thought that's like, we're stuck like this forever, and then you have that's coupled with a feeling, like you're feeling these physical sensations. Okay, you are in a place where you lose track of your ability to associate with time, like to relate to time when you're in your rest and digest phase. So you feel like you're going to be stuck forever. You're not, but you feel like that. And so you feel like you're going to be stuck forever. You're in this hellscape where, like, oh my gosh, I'm doomed. I'm doomed. This is when people really start to believe it, because they have not practiced observing their thoughts, observing their experience as not them, but as separate from them. And so because they haven't observed it, when this hellish reality kind of hits them, they believe it. They believe, oh, I'm doomed. Like, I'm never going to get better. And so out of that, then their actions. So that all of that drives their actions. So their actions will be like Google tinnitus, sit around and, like, worry about it, listen to it, all of the wrong things. And because they're doing all the wrong things, they're googling it, they're obsessing about it, they're making their life about it, they're putting their life on hold, they're worrying about it, because they're doing all the wrong things. This drives their brain, right? This is basically telling their brain, okay, we need to make tinnitus a priority. We need to make it we need to listen to it. We need to focus on it, because it's a threat. Because we're literally, everything that we're doing is telling our mind that it's a threat. So then your brain starts scanning for it. It starts looking for it. It won't let it go. And because it won't let it go, you, of course, hear it. This triggers another thought, which triggers another feeling, which round and round and round and round people go. For years sometimes. 10 years, 15 years. People have stayed stuck in it for a long, very, very long time. Go on the tinnitus face. Well, I say this: don't go on the tinnitus Facebook groups. Don't do it if you're trying to recover from this stuff, because that's just going to drive you further into the doom loop. But that's the loop explained. That's why it can feel so. That's why it can feel so terrifying, and that's why people can stay stuck in it for years. When really the treatment is very simple once you understand how it works. The treatment to breaking it is extremely simple. But when you're stuck in it, you don't believe anything can help you. You are adamant, kind of. You want some. You want a quick pill, kind of surgery or pill or some sort of, like, cure. You're not open to habituation. Some people are. I've worked with people who are, but I've worked with a lot of people who weren't, and those are the people that kind of go on and they stay stuck for a really long time. But yeah, that's what you're stuck in. If you're in the tinnitus doom loop, as I call it, or you're in, like, the despair, that's what you're stuck in. Okay, it's triggered by the tinnitus, and it is kept alive by you focusing on it. So it's easily fixable. You can go back to silence. It does take time. It's not instant, but if you're curious on how you can do that and you have tinnitus, pick up a 7-day free trial of my application. You can also get my 7-day tinnitus blueprint for free when you sign up below. Getting you free resources here. I got a bunch of other free resources I mail out on my mailing list. So, just pick up all of the free stuff, okay? I'm making this so easy for people to habituate. So, also share this video with as many people as you can who are suffering with tinnitus, because this really does help get them the treatment that they need. And subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps the algorithm. We need to raise tinnitus awareness that habituation is the only cure, and it should be pushed from every doctor and every ENT. And that's what our mission is to help as many people as we possibly can. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Peace.